a big. It's up to you if you want to talk about Gladiator because it's not.
Thank you. Trying to survive all this rain.
You'll get up, you'll state your name and then you'll talk.
2:30, 3 o'clock woke us up. It was coming down, sounded like a hurricane outside. I'm like, come on.
Thankfully not.
Yeah, no, I'd much rather have what we had.
Right.
Anything that you want to say and make a comment on, but just keep in mind they don't converse back, okay? Yeah. Oh, shit. Why you staring at me like that? You stay near the whole time. I got you right there. Look at this man. Yeah, I know. She done my meetings up. So you can, I need to keep, yeah, I need to keep them and then I'll send them to you.
1 minute.
Okay, thank you, because I need to scan this. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our September 17th meeting of the council. At this time, I'd like to call this meeting to order and ask Ms. Moore to please call the roll.
Mayor Shaw
Here?
and Deputy Mayor Diaz.
Here.
Councilmember Tharp.
Present.
Councilmember Noble.
Yeah.
Councilmember Dugo.
Here.
Councilmember Bousquet is absent. Mayor, we have a quorum.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next item is the approval of the agenda. There are no changes from the way it was presented, so I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Ms. Dugo, second.
Second.
Second by Ms. Diaz. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Comments from the public on agenda items. This is your time if anybody from the public that would like to speak on agenda items only, this is your time. Seeing none, we'll move on to our budget hearing. This is the final adoption of the FY26 budget. The first item is public hearing on ordinance 2025-17. Ms. McHugh.
Okay.
Ordinance 2025-17, second reading, establishing a taxable valuation and levying an ad valorem tax on property located within the corporate limits of Green Acres, Florida, as of the year ending December 31st, 2025, providing for repeal of conflicting ordinances, severability, and an effective date.
Good evening. Going to go through, as we did on first reading at the last meeting, going to go through the requirements and kind of read through what the statute requirements are for ordinances 2025-17 and 2025-18. I was not planning on doing a full presentation of the budget this evening. That was done at the last meeting. We've done that in prior meetings leading up to the last meeting. If you would like to go through anything on the budget, I'm happy to do that, but tonight we were just going to go through the formalities of the adoption of both of these ordinances. So if you can bear with me as I read through the required language before you adopt, I would appreciate it. But before I do that, just a couple of things. First of all, I want to thank all of you for your vision, your leadership, and setting the priorities that we use as a guide to be able to develop our budget every year. It is very helpful for us to have that, and we are very grateful for that guidance and that leadership. Additionally, I wanted to thank all the directors for all of their hard work in putting the budgets together. I know a lot of things change from year to year, and they do a really good job of putting that together for us. So very grateful for that. And definitely last but not least, I want to thank our Director of Finance and our Budget Manager. They are the backbone and foundation for everything that you have in front of you from a budget perspective. And they are always very patient with us when we think we have it all in there, and then we realize we don't, and then the numbers aren't what we thought they were going to be, and they came in a little bit higher. They are always very patient with us, so we are beyond grateful for their assistance and their patience as we work through all of it, because it is a lot to go through every year. So with that, the first ordinance, ordinance number 2025-17, Florida Statute Section 200.065 outlines the procedural steps that must be followed by each unit of local government in the preparation and approval of the government entity's property millage, levy, and annual budget. The certified taxable property values as of July 1, 2025, provided by the Palm Beach County Property Appraiser, were used to determine the ad valorem tax proceeds in the calculation of the fiscal year 25-26 budget. The city must hold 2 public hearings to adopt the millage rate and the budget. This evening's hearing is the second public hearing of the City of Green Acres to adopt a tentative millage rate and a budget for fiscal year 25-26. The tentative millage rate and the budget must be adopted by separate votes. Staff has prepared 2 ordinances required by the truth in millage process for approval by the City Council. The ordinance to establish the taxable value and set the ad valorem, ordinance 2025-17, must be passed first, followed by the ordinance to adopt the budget, ordinance 2025-18. This ordinance, 2025-17, establishes the taxable value and sets the ad valorem rate. The certified total taxable value of $3,382,129,026 provided by the Property Appraiser's Office is $240,847,423 more than last year's certified taxable value of $3,141,281,603. The 7.67% increase in taxable value is due to an increase in property values, along with an increase in new construction. The millage rate of 6.3000 mils applicable to the general fund levy for fiscal year 2026 is 7.43% greater than the calculated rollback millage rate pursuant to section 200.0651 of Florida statutes of 5.8641 mils. That generates the same amount of property tax revenue as last year on existing real and personal property. The property tax rate of 6.3000 mils set by ordinance 2025-17 would generate $20,455,116 of ad valorem revenue, or $1,530,146 more than fiscal year 25. Ordinance 2025-17 was passed on first reading on September 23rd, 2025. This ordinance sets the total millage at 6.300 mils. Staff is recommending approval of ordinance 2025-17 on second reading.
Thank you, Ms. McHugh. This is a public hearing, so at this time, I'll open this part of the meeting to the public. Anybody wishing to speak in favor of this ordinance? In favor of this ordinance? Anybody wishing to speak in opposition to this ordinance? Seeing none, we'll close this part of the meeting and go to the council for any questions. Any questions from the council? If not, I'll entertain a motion on this ordinance.
Motion to approve ordinance 2025-17 on second reading.
Motion by Mr. Tharp, second by Mr. Noble. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Motion carries unanimously. Our next is ordinance 2025-18, Ms. Moore, and then Ms. McHugh again.
Ordinance 2025-18, second reading, adopting an operating budget for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2025, and ending September 30th, 2026, providing for repeal of conflicting ordinances, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
Ms. McHugh.
Thank you very much. This one's going to be a lot shorter. This second ordinance, 2025-18, adopts an operating budget for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2025, ending September 30, 2026. The proposed budget appropriated revenues and expenditures from $58,337,694 in fiscal year '25 to $81,792,071 in fiscal year 2026. This ordinance was passed on first reading on September the 3rd, 2025, and again, it appropriates $81,792,071 for the operation of the city's fiscal year 2026 budget. Staff is recommending approval of ordinance 2025-18.
This is also a public hearing, so we'll open this part of the meeting to the public. Anybody wishing to speak in favor of this ordinance? Anybody wishing to speak in opposition to this ordinance? Seeing none, we'll close this part of the meeting to the public and go to council for questions. Any questions from the council? I'll entertain a motion on this ordinance.
Motion to approve ordinance 2025-18 on second reading.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Diaz, second by Ms. Dugo. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes unanimously. That
Thank
takes it to special business. We have two proclamations that we'll be doing tonight. One is Hunger Action Month and IT Professionals Day. Ms. Dugo will be doing the first one. Mr. Tharp will be doing the second.
I'm going to pass this to you upon the reading, okay? Good evening. This is a proclamation from the City of Green Acres proclaiming September of '25 Hunger Action Month. Since 1981, Feeding South Florida has worked to end hunger in the City of Green Acres by providing our community in need with immediate access to nutritious food. Hunger does not discriminate. It knows no race, creed, or age. In South Florida, approximately 1 million individuals face hunger. 1 in 5 children don't know where their next meal is coming from. Feeding South Florida leads hunger and poverty advocacy efforts in our community while transforming lives through programming, education, and economic growth. Therefore, we, the mayor and the City of Green Acres, hereby proclaim September as Hunger Action Month in the City of Green Acres, Florida, and call upon all the good people of Green Acres to join in recognizing this critical issue. And this is Allison, how do I say Vo? Vo? Yep. Allison Vo from Feeding South Florida. Congratulations. I want to thank you for everything you do. Please step up.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor and council members, for acknowledging, recognizing September as Hunger Action Month on behalf of Feeding South Florida. We take great pride in our work because we meet a basic need, a right for people to just have access to food. And it's a pleasure to partner with the City of Green Acres another year to be able to serve our community. In the City of Green Acres, specifically, we provide home delivered meals for seniors. We have an on-site, a physical facility in Boynton Beach, but when you look at, we do case management, so we collect data. There are about 1,100 individuals who, however they get there, come from Green Acres to Boynton Beach to get food. They know that they can get groceries for a week or a month, and also access to workforce training and other resources. So we appreciate this proclamation and truly value our relationship with the City of Green Acres. Thank you so much.
Good evening. Oh, we got a shy guy back there. I'm proud to present the proclamation of the City of Green Acres, Florida, proclaiming September 16th, 2025 as National, I want to call it IT Professional Day, but it is IT Professionals Day, and October 2025 is National Cybersecurity Awareness Month. National IT Professionals Day, celebrated on September 16th, 2025, honors the dedicated expert network engineers, system administrators, ethical hackers, and others who keep our systems running and secure. These professionals play a vital role in supporting technology across all sectors, ensuring that systems function smoothly and securely in an ever-changing digital world. Cybersecurity awareness and education are essential for everyone from individuals to organizations to protect against data breaches, malware, and financial loss. The city is committed to promoting safe online practices during National Cybersecurity Awareness Month and encouraging the community to stay informed and secure online. Therefore, we, the Mayor and the City Council of the City of Green Acres, do hereby proclaim September 16th, 2025 as National IT Professionals Day and October 2025 as National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and encourage all residents to practice safe cybersecurity habits and thank the IT professionals who support and protect our digital lives. So thank you for everything.
Good evening, Mayor, council members. Thank you for recognizing IT Professionals Day and Cybersecurity Awareness Month on behalf of my team and myself. Usually if people are thinking about us, it means something's broken. So it's nice to be noticed when things are running smoothly too. Our team is proud to keep the city's technology running safely and smoothly, whether it's streaming your meetings, protecting against cyber threats, or most importantly, rescuing the occasional forgotten password. Your support means a lot to us. It helps keep us motivated and may even make those late night updates and surprise outages a little easier to tackle. This year's theme for Cybersecurity Awareness Month is Building a Cyber Strong America. So to start getting the word out, we put some flyers out on the table to the right out in the lobby with 4 essential practices to help you stay safe online. So feel free to pick one up on the way out. And thank you again very much.
Thank you.
Let's hope the microphones work.
I didn't put a piece of candy in my mouth earlier.
So, thank you very much. And I do need to say that our city IT department is very effective in catching us if we open up an email or something that's sent that doesn't, is not supposed to be open, because immediately our computer starts making crazy sounds and blowing up and shooting out fire, and we have to take a remedial course. And I've had to do it, I think twice I've opened something. And the serious part about that is that it really is, it's definitely helped me to be even more cautious on that. So I think it's really a good thing, but it is a little alarming when those bells and whistles go off on that one. So thank you very much. Our consent agenda, we have several items on the consent agenda tonight. Before we vote on it, anybody wishing to pull anybody from consent? Anything from consent? If not, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Dugo, second by Mr. Noble. Just a quick comment for the public, since we have like 14 items on this consent agenda. And since we did the approval of the budget tonight, most of the items that are on the consent agenda are the enabling resolutions that allow the city to do the bidding and the purchasing of most of the items. So there are several items that are on consent tonight that now allow us to do the work that we just approved with the budget. So if there's no other discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed. Motion carries unanimously. It takes us to our regular agenda, and we have, let me get to the right page now.
Number 20.
We have 4 ordinances to discuss tonight. The first one is an ordinance 2025-15. Ms. Moore.
Ordinance 2025-15, second reading, amending Chapter 16, Article 3, District Regulations, Division 13, Study Area Zone, to clarify the application and to allow for limited minor improvements, providing for repeal of conflicting ordinances, providing for severability, providing for inclusion in the code, and providing for an effective date.
Good evening, council members, mayor. My name is Millie Rivera. I am a planner in the Development Neighborhood Services Department. And there have been no changes since first reading. Staff is recommending approval. I believe Gianni went over the background, but in some, the reason why this is being brought forward is to serve as a temporary zone for properties undergoing annexation or long-range planning evaluation. This will allow for minor improvements for maintaining property conditions and addressing code compliance issues without undermining the intent of the study area zone district.
All right, this is a public hearing. This is the second reading on this ordinance, so at this time, anybody from the public wishing to speak in favor of this ordinance? Anybody wishing to speak in opposition? Seeing none, we'll close this part of the meeting, go to the council. Any questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve ordinance 2025-15 on second reading.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Diaz, second by Mr. Tharp. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed. Motion carries unanimously. Our next item is ordinance 2025-16. This is second reading also. Ms.
Ord-
Moore.
Ordinance 2025-16, second reading, amending the City of Green Acres budget for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2024, and ending September 30, 2025, inclusive, providing for repeal of conflicting ordinances, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
Ms. Berger.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council. Terry Berger, Finance Director. Ordinance 2025-16, the budget adjustment, has not changed since the first reading. This budget adjustment was to adjust 2 funds, 105 and 303. 105, we're transferring $87,000 from the general fund because it is projected to be in a negative balance by the end of the year. 303, which is Parks and Recreation, we are transferring from the general fund $400,000. This was due to the delay in the revenue impact, the delay in impact fees. The impact fees are estimated to be in January of 2026 now, so the $400,000 will be transferred. The total budget adjustment will be for $487,000. Staff recommends 2025-16 approval, second reading.
So moved.
Got to have the public.
Public hearing.
This is also a public hearing. Anybody wishing to speak in favor? Anybody wishing to speak in opposition? So now, council, Mr. Noble. Motion by Mr. Noble,
Second.
second by Mr. Tharp. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed. Motion carries unanimously. Our next item is public hearing, second reading on ordinance 2025-19. Ms. Moore.
Ordinance 2025-19, second reading, authorizing an amended lease agreement for a portion of Veterans Memorial Park pursuant to Article 6, Section 1G of the city's charter, which requires leases of city-owned property to be approved by ordinance, providing for severability, conflicts, and an effective date.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and council members. Christy Gott on behalf of the City of Green Acres. Ordinance 2025-19 on second reading is to amend the lease that the city has for the cellular communication tower at Veterans Memorial Park. If approved, this would allow for the third amendment to the lease, which allows for the tenant to utilize a little bit more of square footage for its cellular tower. There's been no changes to ordinance 2025-19 between first and second reading. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
All right. So this is a public hearing, so we'll open this part of the meeting to the public. Anybody wishing to speak in favor of this ordinance? In opposition to this ordinance? Seeing none, we'll close it. Ms. Goodo, I have just one really quick question. This tower, if it's used, does it have the capacity for other vendors to be attached to that particular tower? Do we know? Or Ms. McHugh, either one of you?
Yes, I believe there is capacity to add to the tower, yes.
If we did have somebody wishing to do it, how is that handled administratively? Would there be any additional ordinances that we would have to pass since the
Yes, I
tower's
believe so.
already
Those
there?
leases, our charter requires that the leases are done through an ordinance process, so yeah, we would have to bring those back.
All right, thank you. All right, council, any questions? Entertain a motion.
Motion to approve ordinance 2025-19 on second reading.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Tharp, second by Mr. Noble. Any discussion? All in favor, all opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item is ordinance 2025-20. Ms. Moore.
Ordinance 2025-20, second reading, amending Chapter 13, Taxation, Article 5, Additional Homestead Exemption for Persons 65 and older, Section 13-85 exemption to increase the homestead exemption for qualifying persons 65 years of age and older, providing for severability, conflicts, codification, delivery of the ordinance, and an effective date.
Good evening again, Mayor and City Council members. Christy Gott on behalf of the City of Green Acres. Ordinance 2025-20 is on second reading tonight, and this is to amend Chapter 13 regarding the additional homestead exemption for persons 65 and older. This proposed ordinance will increase that exemption from $5,000 to $25,000 for a qualifying person 65 years of age or older. There have been no changes to ordinance 2025-20 between first and second reading, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
This is also a public hearing, so at this time, we'll open the meeting to the public. Anybody wishing to speak in favor of this ordinance? In opposition to this ordinance? Seeing none, we'll close this to the public. I'd like to ask Ms. Diaz if she has any comments, because this was her initial idea. So, Ms. Diaz.
No, I would like to enthusiastically motion to approve ordinance 2025-20 on second reading.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Diaz, second by Mr. Tharp. Any discussion? Ms.
First of all, I'm not totally opposed to this, but I know the House Select Committee is meeting September 22nd to review what their different ideas are with real estate taxes. So I'm wondering if this would be a moot point, if we should maybe just put this on our next meeting until we see what they're going to do with all of the real estate taxes. I'm just suggesting it, and that's my comment.
Mayor, if I can?
Ms. McHugh.
It was something that I was going to bring up under my comments. That is correct, the House Select Committee on Property Taxes. We did receive notice from the Florida League of Cities that they actually are going to have two meetings, one on Monday, the 22nd. The second one is going to be on Tuesday, the 23rd. Those meetings will be broadcast live. We will send links for those meetings. The only thing that I will say is that The first day, they are going to be receiving an update from staff on property taxes, how they're calculated, what the dollar amounts are, all of those different things. On the second day, the Florida League of Cities, the Florida Association of Counties, and one other entity will be presenting in support of why there should be a continuation of property taxes and what the impact would be if property taxes are eliminated. So there will not be any decisions made at these two meetings. They are just fact-finding at this time. The state is still proceeding as normal from a property tax perspective. The municipalities are moving forward, with the understanding that at this time, properties taxes still exist. We still have our millage, all of those different things. Same thing with the property appraiser. So, nothing will change at the state at this time, more than likely. This select committee, which our Representative Tendrich is on that committee, this select committee will be making recommendations to the legislature for any action they may take during legislative session.
Let's hope they don't hurt our municipalities, because that's our sole source of revenue, basically. Sorry.
All right, any other discussion? Entertain a motion on this item?
Nope, we already had a motion.
Oh,
Oh, does she have a second?
I seconded it.
I'm sorry.
okay. We had a motion by Ms. Diaz, second by Mr. Tharp. That's right. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries unanimously. That concludes our regular agenda.
Okay. Good.
So we have no discussion items. So this is the time for the public. Anybody from the public who wishing to speak to the council, this is your opportunity to speak to the council. So anybody from the public wishing to speak? Seeing none.
Wait,
This is, you wanted, yeah. Mhm.
Hey, my name is Mike Vogel. I live at 4669 Gladiator Circle. And I don't know if this is my second meeting. I don't know if I can comment on a lot of things or not, but to the 65 thing that you said, from 5,000 to 25,000 seems like a lot of an increase to me. That's just my opinion. On the county sends out the proposed property tax on the trash, I've got a discrepancy of 10 cents. It's nothing. But there's 17,500 I don't want to say residences, they might be businesses that have the trash pickup on the letter that I received last year with the garbage pickups going up 5% for the next 4 or 5 years. I'm not sure. So the question to me would be a nickel or a dime times 17,000. It's just under $900. If that comes from the county, that goes to you. And then also on the Lake Gladiator drainage enhancement project, which has been going on for a while, I'm sure if I was in court, the judge would say it's my responsibility to come up here and find out what's going on. But there has been no letter or anything set out. The project still probably is not complete because every other day I see a Comcast or Xfinity or whoever just walking around the lake. I'm on the slum side of the project, which is the 1 and 4 pitch, and I believe there's like 45 residences that got that. We didn't get the $200,000 wall, retaining wall, and fence and everything. And let's see, what else was there? Most of these questions, I'm sure, could have been addressed by just coming up here, but I'm just a dinosaur sheet metal worker, recently retired, and I have very little faith in government, you know, because I see things going on with Public Works, and I've had problems before. And for example, the other day, Public Works guys putting on the trash pickup sign, 2 bolts at the stop signs, which they put new posts and all and street signs. And he was there. I went to Publix, so he was there for over an hour doing that. And when for the 40 years I worked in the sheet metal industry, I always had that thumb on me. And I'm ashamed to say there's not anybody here that I know of, like a resident. And 2 weeks ago when I was here, all the firemen were here. But that's, to me, I have no idea what it takes to mail out things to the residences, but, you know, I've lived there since 1981, and I'm really disappointed that there's not more people here, and why, and everything else, because I know it takes us all to do these things, and I'm not against giving people additional homestead exemption, but from 5,000 to 25, this seems a lot. And then a question from the,
Thank
for
you
the
very much.
manager.
Your time is up, so-
Oh, it is it? Okay.
All right, that's fine, thank you. We'll
Okay.
give you a little extra, but thank you very much for your comments. So, city managers report.
Thank you, Mayor. As you know, County Commissioner Joel Flores was able to secure $1 million in the county budget to allocate towards a Central County Economic Development Master Plan. Those municipalities identified in the central part of the county have been working to put together some guidelines related to it. So it was just some information recently received. So I will be sure to share that with our Director of Economic Development and the council in case they have any other questions. We are going to be meeting with the county next week to talk about how the process might work, not necessarily the language that is going to go into the RFP, but more the process, how the county is going to be involved, how the municipalities are also going to be involved in that decision-making. So I will keep you apprised of that. We did talk about the Select Committee on Property Taxes. I will be sure to send that link to you if you would like to watch those live meetings on the 22nd and the 23rd. Additionally, legislative session will be earlier in 2026. And Palm Beach County Days will also be earlier. We are working with our lobbyists to develop appropriations requests. So they are reviewing some of the capital items that we are considering in this fiscal year budget coming up, and then also some future budgets to see where we might be able to get appropriations requests. Outside of that, just a couple of reminders. We have our Senior Resource Fair on September the 27th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Community Center. Additionally, we have our Sunday Sounds that will be on the 28th of September from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Community Park. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much. City Attorney's report. Ms. Godot.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I do not have a report tonight. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
All right, don't see any. Council and any comments? We'll start with Mr. Tharp tonight.
All right, thank you. Just a brief thank you, myself, Councilmember Diaz, City Manager McHugh, Austin and Lee, our Director of Communications. We had the honor of marching with Recruit Class 27 for fire rescue. And I'm going to segue a little bit. There's a comedian who made a joke about the Olympics, and they should put an average Joe in the Olympics to see how they really do. So stupidly, I decided to be that average Joe, and I decided to put on the gear, the jacket, the pants, and an air tank. Mile and a half in, I was like, all right, where can I ditch this tank and come back and get it back to Dion? But he gave me some words of encouragement. It got me through that mental hurdle. But then, you know, about a mile and 3/4 in, it started to rain. And it didn't just rain. The skies opened up and it poured. Fun fact about the firefighter gear, when it gets wet, it becomes heavier. So I'm proud to say I made the 3.6 miles. It was a lot more difficult than I thought, but in retrospect, seeing the men and women who do this on a daily basis, heaven forbid you need them, but man, we got the best crew.
Amen. Good job.
That's all I can say. Chief Collins did it. He didn't even break a sweat. I wanted to know where the rescue was because I thought I was going to need it. So congratulations to Recruit Class 27. Chief, thank you. Please extend my thank yous to everybody who attended. It was a great experience.
Thank you, Mr. Tharp. Mr. Noble.
No comments tonight.
Ms. Dugo.
Councilman Tharp, that's the best closing comment in all the 10 years I've been sitting here. Thank you.
Ms. Diaz.
Thank you so much. Councilman Tharp, you know that I'm highly competitive. But I will say, you know, I do have a shoulder injury. However, I have my husband by proxy who will be wearing the gear next time. So there's that. I do also want to congratulate our new firefighters, Acuna, Bartels, Erickson, Foreman, Mazzo, and Ricardo, who graduated Friday. Thank you so much, Chief, for including us in that graduation. It was really a beautiful thing to watch the family and loved ones pinning those first time. I mean, we see them here with promotions, which is beautiful, but that very first time to get that shield, it was really quite a moment. One of them, Acuna, if I remember correctly, is actually a former employee in our youth services program, and now he is one of our firefighters. And there was another gentleman, last name Ricardo, whose family was there, and I was having some words with Mom. They immigrated from Cuba when he was 5 years old, and his mom pulled up a picture on her phone and showed it to me, and she says, this is what he wrote in elementary school, and right there it said how he wanted to be a firefighter. So it was beautiful. There might have been some tears, and that, you know, I love the camaraderie, and it is truly a family. So thank you very much for always including us and for everything you guys do to create that environment. So, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Just two very brief ones. I felt bad I wasn't able to be at the event last week for the pinning of the new firefighters. I was in Orlando at a meeting and on my way back that night. And you know, I think that everybody knows how important our firefighters are and the work that they do. So congratulations to them. This morning, Ms. McHugh and I had the opportunity to attend an event at the Literacy Coalition. In February, they'll be doing the Read for the Record. So we'll be trying to muster a lot of people around the city to read to children in all of our schools, private schools, public schools, daycare centers. And that'll be more information on that coming later. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.